and just, or do whatever. But having a reverse loan that part of it doesn't make sense to me. A reverse loan is for someone who has equity already, or wants to pay off their house with a reverse loan for $100,000, let's say. They pay off their home, and then they just have a paid off home. Or they take out a lump sum, or they have a line of credit for emergencies. If you don't touch it, you don't get charged interest on it. You only get charged when you take it out. And that's an emergency fund. No matter what, here, let me just give you this. Call Joan Sullivan or her team, and I'll tell you why. They're honest, and they will never lie to you about a reverse loan. Sometimes good, sometimes bad. It's up to them. They can help you decide. ApprovalReverse.com, 303-771-3528. Hi, Tom Martino here, 303-713-TALK, 713-8255. Okay, let's talk Dan. Dan, what's going on with you?
Hi, Tom. I called. I just wonder if you'd heard of a company called Sell My Timeshare.
Listen, Dan, let me just tell you in general. Listen carefully. Selling a timeshare, I would say never works unless, now listen, no companies will do this. First, you pay nothing to get it done. They take a commission. There's your first one. So if they charge, don't do them. They must. Now, this is to sell your timeshare. Let me tell you why. There is no market for timeshare. Therefore, no one's going to buy it. What they're going to do is lie to you to get your money. And even if they have someone say they'll buy it, here's why they can do that. Someone can buy it from you. How much would you take for it?
How much would I take?
Yeah.
I'd take nothing to get out of it.
Exactly. They know that. So listen to what happens. You pay them a fee to sell your timeshare. They have a straw buyer come up and say he's going to buy it from you. Okay, $1 to make it legal. They draw up the paperwork. They don't file it. Even if they did file it, you are responsible for all maintenance and special assessments for the rest of your life. That's why I call it financial herpes. Here's why. You can't get rid of it. Even right now, Dan, if you gave it away and deeded it to someone, the original paperwork you signed said you would pay the maintenance on this contract. And unless you are released from it, you're responsible. Now, if the new owner wants to pay the maintenance and assessments, you won't be charged. But if they stop, you have final recourse. So everyone listening who either has a timeshare or used to think they got rid of one, you are on the hook. You are on the hook for that timeshare. If someone stops paying anything, they go back to you. Now, Dan, here's something I do have, some very valuable advice. There are companies that legitimately negotiate you out of timeshares, okay? And one of them is the Flynn Law Group. Flynn, F-L-Y-N-N, Flynn Law Group out of Florida. You can find him at referralist.com. Now, I will tell you that several people have used Timeshare Exit Team, and they have had it done. I have a small problem with Timeshare Exit Team in that we've had multiple complaints that have not been addressed, okay, of people waiting 2 and 3 years after paying. So, Dan, just be careful. Now, Brandy called earlier. I asked her to get a quote on what it would cost to get that fence torn down, because that's the only thing she got when she paid $4,000 to somebody. I want to know if she lost money because the other guy was supposed to also do a new fence. So, Brandy, how much to tear the fence down?
My new contractor said it would be $840 for the remaining removal, haul away, and disposal.
I don't mean remaining. I mean I need to know how much that job of removing what he removed is worth.
He said $520.
Okay, so you're saying that he would have charged $520 to take away that fence that guy did, and that guy got paid $4,000. Is that right?
Well, he only got paid $2,000 up front.
Okay, but $2,000 from each of you, I thought.
Right.
All right, hold on. I have some definite suggestions now. I'm Troubleshooter Tom Martino. We have Zero Res of Denver in the house and also Garage Kings. If you go to GarageKings.com and then /Colorado Springs.
This is the Troubleshooter Show.
Help, I need somebody.
Now, Tom Martino, the Troubleshooter.
Help me if you can, I'm feeling down. And I do appreciate
Hello,
you being
Tom Martino
around.
here, 303-713-TALK, 303-713-8255. Here to help you solve problems, answer questions, take complaints. Zero Res of Denver with us. Shane, one of the owners, and he is here. ZeroResDenver.com. We also have Garage Kings, new on the referral list. They do garage coatings. We are so happy. So many people ask about garage floors. And that is such a big topic here. So any questions, give us a call. Even Shane had questions about floors, right?
Without a doubt. I didn't know you could put on wood.
Everyone loves them. Everyone loves coatings.
I'm excited.
Coatings, men love coatings.
It's so true.
And you know, you would think women would be more akin to that, but as soon as, if you do that to someone's garage floor as a gift, if you did that for your husband, he would freak out.
It's on my wish list, so Shanine, if you're listening, you know.
303-713-TALK. Now, Steve, T, Art, Gina, let's get there right now. And then Brandy, we talked to this morning, and I want to continue very quickly. Here's Brandy's situation. She and her neighbor paid $4,000 to get a guy to tear down the fence and rebuild another. He only tore down part of the fence. That job might be worth, according to another contractor, around $500. That means Brandy and her neighbor paid $3,500 too much. Now, do you get the math, Brandy?
Totally.
Okay, so that's what you sue for in small claims court, and that's what we go after with this guy. But I want to do both. And then you and your neighbor have to kind of sue together against this guy, or one of you sue for both of you, because it's silly to do each of you do a suit for that. I would join together on it. I don't think there's a problem with that. I'm not sure. You can ask, or you can do it on her behalf. But the point is you got to go after the guy. Now, we will also go after him. Daff, if you can take a note, let's go after this guy and see if he'll just pony up the money. What is the name? We got to warn people, and actually we have to give them a chance to respond as well. I shouldn't just say we need to warn people. But you said it was Keystone, right? Fence and Deck?
Keystone Fence and Deck.
And is there a principal person you dealt with?
His name is Mike Lorensky or something like that. I'm not sure how to pronounce the last name.
How do you spell it?
It's Leonarczyk.
God. I know. See, you can't give him a bad name because you can't pronounce it. It's ineffable. Mike.
Right?
Mike Leonarczyk.
Mike L.
Leonarczyk. Anyway, hey, listen, seriously, hold on. Daph's going to talk to you and get the number. I want to get the response. And if they don't give a response, you know, we'll give them a little chance, but they might not be there today. It's a weird day. Okay, Jenna, welcome to the show, Jenna. How can we help you?
Hi, I'm having a problem with my apartment complex.
Okay. May I ask a couple questions? How long you been there?
Just about 2 years.
And hold on one sec. Then, are you the only one on the lease?
No, it's myself and my fiance.
Okay, so 2 on the lease. Okay, right. What's your question? What's going on?
Okay, so the most recent problem is for the past 6 days we've had no hot water and no air conditioning, and we're on the 4th floor.
Let's just suffice it to say that you don't like the landlords. You could probably give me a list of a whole bunch of things they didn't do, right? Yeah. Okay. Right. Now, what kind of a lease are you in right now?
What do you mean?
Do you have 4 months left, 5 months left, 6 months? How much?
Until September 24th.
Now, until September under lease. Now, here's what I want to say. For you to get out early, if it's worth it, it's only going to be, July, August, 2 months, right? Or it's at the end of September.
Long, yeah.
What I'm saying is you tough it out and I don't know what else to tell you. Now, otherwise, you do a constructive eviction, but you'd have to list what is wrong. It has to be one of the very few things mentioned, which not legal advice here. I'm just telling you from memory, something that would be considered uninhabitable. No electric, no heat, no heat. I'm not sure about AC, but no heat. Also, if it's infested, if it does not have locks on the doors, if that kind of thing. It's health and safety. Okay. And if it's uninhabitable, it's a breach of contract because you're paying to live somewhere, and according to the local community, it's not habitable. So you would not sue. You're not really suing. You're just evicting yourself. And what you do is you write to them and you give them notice. And you have to look online to find out the exact procedure. But you give them notice and say, hey, because of these intolerable conditions, I'm going to leave if you do not fix these by a certain date.
Okay.
And if they don't, then you give them a reasonable time. Again, what is reasonable? I'd say 5 days, 3 days, 2 days, depending on what it is. If the front door blew off in a windstorm, it would be, 1 day. So here's the deal. You give them that, and then at the end of that period, you then tell them, hey, you didn't do what I asked. It's intolerable. I'm doing a constructive eviction as of this date. And then I would say I consider all of my financial obligations, paid or whatever. You say whatever you want. I'm not telling you what to say. I'm just telling you that you have to look up constructive eviction. It's where you evict yourself because they have violated the lease, basically. Landlords violate the lease by not providing a place for you to live. Now, this does not come under, I believe, the laws of habitability, but it is a reason to evict yourself. But they don't always coincide. Most of the time, laws of habitability will give you the ammunition you need to get out of a lease. When I first came to Denver and I was fighting for tenants, there were no laws. There were no laws regarding habitability. This is one area where copying California helped. I mean, I know you get
That's a scary statement.
It's a sore spot with you.
That's a scary statement.
No, but we're accused of following legislatively California,
yeah.
And we do.
But how many Californians are now moving to Denver?
No. I can't stand California's government, but the tax structures and all of that. But here's the deal. That one was good, where we have standards of habitability. But there are some things not on the standards of habitability that you can evict yourself for. That would be, for example, privacy, the right to privacy. Because you're entitled to quiet, peaceful enjoyment of the premises. Quiet, peaceful. And I think trespass or breach of privacy, if you didn't have a front door, if the walls were so thin everybody could hear everybody, or there, something that you would make an argument that it's not private or peaceful. Okay, 303-713-8255. T, what's going on with you, T?
Hi, Tom. I just purchased a house last April.
Yeah.
Like last year of 18.
Yeah.
My mortgage supposed to be $2,685.
Yeah.
And in May 2019, it's increased to $4,000.
Now, T, hold on. You said you bought this, right?
Yes, and then I get a loan.
Okay, you got a loan. Was it a fixed rate loan or was it a variable loan?
Yes, a fixed rate loan.
Okay, and do you have your closing doc where you did the loan? Did you get the loan when you bought the house or did you refinance?
I get the loan when I bought the house.
Okay, how long ago?
It's April 2018.
Okay, so it's recent. All right, now. T, you bought a home in April, and the mortgage went up for and you don't know why. Okay.
I finally know why.
Why?
They say my taxes increased from 4,000. They estimate like over
right. Do you know why, T? Let me just say why. With a brand new house, is this a new house or new to you?
New house.
A brand new house was taxed the previous year on hardly anything because it wasn't worth much. When the house is completed and